How's it going, y'all? It's Nixus here. In one of my recent videos, I did a video about Taylor Swift and how she is shallow and fake deep and not the intellectual that she claims to be. This didn't really sit well with a lot of her quote-unquote non-Swifties. One comment in particular took my interest, and I'm gonna read it. And I'm gonna put it up here and I'm gonna read it now. I've listened to many albums over the years, good and bad, by many artists and genres. Not a Swiftie, because they had to preface that, they had to say not a Swiftie, though I do respect Swift for her songwriting. I liked this album. I thought it cheeky, sly, and funny. I guess you and Rolling Stone had the same opinion because they gave that album a 100 out of 100. It also had some fun bop numbers on it. Huh?
A few moments later.
Sorry about that. I had to get a little blasted for that one. What is a bop number? Are we 5? I'm not gonna go into it. And who can forget Wood? Yes, the song entirely dedicated to Travis Kelce's penis. What I find perplexing, oh gee, wow, I'm surprised you can even use that word, is how the internet can be in such an uproar over one album. No artist or album is worth the kind of explosion that happened a few weeks back. Do I even need to bring up Aubrey? Seriously, this is one album. If you don't like it, don't listen. Simple enough. It's easy to say if you don't like something, don't listen to it. But it becomes a different story when that album that you're purposely trying to avoid is showing up in your YouTube ads and in your YouTube feed and in your Instagram feed and in your Twitter feed and in your Snapchat feed. So it's kind of hard to just not listen to the song when her face is quite literally popping up everywhere. Those who do like it can listen to it. Why all this heart-wrenching? Why all these videos by various people rambling about how awful Taylor is? If we're using your logic, if you don't like what I have to say, then don't comment or don't watch the video. Like, it purposely seems like you're going out of your way to find these negative videos, especially if we're leaving comments 4 paragraphs long. Clearly you do care, and you saying that I don't care is not matching your actions, honey. The math is not mathing. You can't say, oh, I don't care, oh, if you don't like it, don't listen to it, when you quite literally left an entire college dissertation on my video bashing Taylor Swift. And then also being like, I've been seeing all these videos by random people rambling about how awful Taylor is. I then present to you your own question, person. If you don't like what we have to say, why are you watching the videos?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Don't like her? Ignore her. I don't like Miley Cyrus. I ignore her and I don't listen to her. I mean, yeah, if you don't like an artist, you don't listen to them. But unfortunately, some songs you just can't avoid. Go into a random Target, go to your random drugstore, walk into an Applebee's, Costco, or a Wegmans, go into a GameStop or any kind of mall, go into a Victoria's Secret. What do you hear playing on the radio? Is it indie rock? No. Is it more underground? No. Is it metal? Sometimes, but no. You know what's playing on the radio? Pop. And 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you, if you go into any one of those stores for at least 20 minutes, you are guaranteed to hear at least one Taylor Swift song. Any popular artist from 2000 to 2020. That's what pop is. It's short for popular. That's like being attacked by a swarm of bees and being like, if you just ignore the bees, they'll go away. What the fuck kind of logic is that? That's like you see somebody being stalked by a fucking coyote, and you as the witness is just like, if you don't like the coyote, just ignore it. It's not gonna hurt you.
What?
Even though it's quite literally popping up everywhere that you seem to be going. Are you comparing Taylor Swift to a coyote? I'll let y'all be the judge of that. It's funny how people who are music directors, producers, critics, and songwriters professional musicians, and all those involved in music love this album. Yeah. You know why they love the album? Because money exists. And the average run-of-mill person, just that typo right there is already proving my point. This whole comment is framed like it was made by somebody who doesn't speak English as their first language. I noticed this too now that I'm looking at it, is that each sentence is separated by a period and 2 spaces. Not 1 space like how it's supposed to be. I was looking at the comment and wondering why it looked weird, why certain words seem to stand out more than the others. It's because of the formatting. I feel like this whole comment was written by ChatGPT. Alright, but we're gonna continue reading this possible AI generated comment. And the average run-of-mill person has many who don't like it. What? Yeah, this comment was AI generated. What does that even mean? Did you ask ChatGPT to write your comment defending Taylor Swift's honor?
To jail!
Maybe because they misunderstand the meaning of songs and what is being said and the humor and slyness. This was written by a 12-year-old. Meanings. You want me to look at... Okay, alright, find meanings. I'm so glad you said that. We're gonna look at this shit right now. Take my hand. We're going on a journey. Taylor Swift's song, The Fate of Ophelia, off of her The Life of a Showgirl album. We're gonna look at it right now, and we're gonna look for these hidden meanings that you were running your mouth about. Okay, first verse. I heard you calling on the megaphone. You wanna see me all alone. As legend has it, you are quite the pyro. You light the match to watch it blow. I don't think it takes a Ivy League professor to point out the meaning of that first verse. But we're gonna continue. And if you'd never come for me, I might have drowned in the melancholy. I swore my loyalty to me, myself, and I, right before you lit my sky up.
What the heck?
I was bitter from being abandoned before you came into my life. That's the structure. This is formula, Taylor. What you are hearing, why it sounds so lifeless, is because she is now recycling material from her own stuff. I have abandonment issues because I have terrible taste in men. They leave me. I become a bitter, nasty bitch. I meet another guy, and after 2 seconds, it feels like I want to marry that man because he smiled at me and told me I'm pretty. He ends up leaving. Wash, rinse, repeat. I'm gonna direct your attention to a song that actually does have meaning. Take Me Back to Eden by Sleep Token. We're gonna go ahead and read some of these lyrics here. I dream in phosphorescence, bleed through spaces, see you drifting past the fog, but no one told you where to go. Already, what the fuck does phosphorescence mean? We're gonna go ahead and look it up. Phosphorescence. Light emitted by a substance without combustion or perceptible heat. This process is used in products like glow-in-the-dark toys, paints, and emergency exit signs. Also, it's glow-in-the-dark. It's used in glow-in-the-dark toys. So it's designed to still emit a small output of power and light even after the power source has been cut off. Okay, we're learning things today. You see, right? Did I have to Google search literally anything after reading this bitch's lyrics? I had to Google Ophelia because I'm not familiar with Shakespeare, but that's it. Everything else, bare bones. First goddamn line, I had to figure out what the hell phosphorescence means. And it makes sense within the context of the song, too. It's not like he's just throwing out big words because they sound cool, which is what Taylor does. Being in this dreamlike state. Phosphorescence, I am a dim light trapped in darkness, running on fumes. I am at my limit. I see you. Drifting past the fog. This fog that's life, that I'm just surviving in, barely. But no one told you where to go. You're just as lost as I am. Just drifting aimlessly. It's almost like seeing spirits trapped in purgatory, forced to drift aimlessly around this fog-like dream. You in the fog, whose light is just as dim as mine. I see you when I dream. We dive through crystal waters, perfect oceans, but no one told me not to breathe, and now the weightlessness recedes. We dove into this shimmering atmosphere, perfect oceans, this perfect life with high expectations. But no one told us not to breathe. No one told us that you could drown in it. And now the weightlessness recedes. Your body's becoming heavier and heavier and heavier as the weight of all of this stuff that you're breathing in begins to take over, and you start drowning. We're sinking. Those first 2 bars, and I already had so much to talk about. But then let's go back to the so-called intellectual. Let's go back to your favorite English teacher. "'Tis locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me. Locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key." Why is he the only one that possesses the key to get you out of your own memories? You should have the key, Taylor, because it's your memory. You really need a man to help you get over your lack of self-worth? That is a very harmful message to be perpetuating to your audience. These people wonder why people don't like Taylor Swift's music and her songwriting and her lyrics. Taylor is not an intellectual. She is a pop star pretending to be an intellectual to appeal to a core demographic of people who think that they're smarter than they actually are. 2 paragraphs of Sleep Token. I was already analyzing context, analyzing the lyrics, analyzing the metaphors and the symbolism and the vivid imagery being displayed. I didn't do that with Taylor Swift's crummy song. And yes, I'm using words like crummy now because I've run out of insults that I believe will actually hit harder. It's mold. Taylor Swift's style has molded. They thought that they had put all the preservatives that they could in it, but even things with preservatives in them mold and rot. But if you like the video, slap the like button, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel for more. And I'm sorry that the video took so long, but I just really needed to overanalyze this. This is becoming an overanalyzed episode. Taylor Swift, overanalyzed. That's what we're doing. But as always, I have been Nixus, and I will catch you in the next video. See ya.